Hold on one damn second. Hold on one damn second. All right, there we go. My bad. I was just my mic wasn't actually on. Guys, hi. Luca here, Luca Teal. I'm just giving a quick overview of my thoughts about the Xbox Bethesda conference. I didn't want to go live yesterday because everyone was live, so I figured I might as well just wait till the next day. If you guys want to hear my initial impressions, I was on Dealer Gaming's channel, and we did a I guess review of the show right after the fact. It was pretty good, you know. Shout out to the RDX boys. Always a good time hanging out with them. I'm on my lunch break right now, so I figured I would just come through real quick. All right, hold on. Lunch break right now, so all right, okay, cool. What's up, Drav? What's up, Tech? What's up, Sean? What's up, Envy? What's up, Rod? What's up, Spencer? What's up, Mizzle T Shizzo? I hope you have a nice day. Raja, Kaz, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? I'm gonna go ahead and send this link out. Okay. How y'all doing today? Okay, 1 second, fellas. 1 second. Okay. I am just like, you guys have no idea how tired I am right now. Okay, live talking Xbox Bethesda impressions. All right, let's do this. What's up, John? What's up, James? What's up, Kenneth? What's up, Bronze? What's up, Death Lloyd? What's up, Gander? What's up, guys? Yeah, I actually put up a post in the community tab asking people what they thought about the showcase. It was relatively positive with some negatives here and there. What's up, Sam saying ready for this Forza Horizon 5 gameplay? Yes, I am. Do you guys watch the Halo multiplayer gameplay? Looked pretty dope. What's up, Drenza? All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know my score, and then I'm going to outline why I gave it the score that I did, because some people have been confused about why I rated it so high. So I want to make sure I cleared it up very calmly and clearly. So I think the last E3 Microsoft did was the one from 2019, and it was really bad. Like, it was probably one of the worst showcases I've ever seen. And because of that, my excitement and hype for E3 in general kind of like plummeted, because the entire E3 that year was really, really awful. Like, it was just real bad, you know? So I was just like, all right, bet. Since then, we've had a myriad of shows from different corporations, different devs, including Sony and Microsoft. And while some of them have been good and some maybe, like, the minority of them have been good, the majority have been trash, okay? They've been real bad. So my excitement levels for E3 were just like in the mud, like in the dirt, like non-existent, right? So I really wasn't expecting much from Microsoft, because I'm at this point where it's like, man, this is awful. And I'm not really excited. Some people have made note of my negativity and they're like, Luca, why are you so negative? And I'm just like, how are you not? I don't understand. But whatever, you feel how you feel. I feel how I feel. I am entitled to my feelings, and you're entitled to yours. And I would never want to, bash you for being positive. Good for you. But for me personally, I feel like I've had plenty of reasons to be a little bit down on the subject. So, as those who listen to Scumcast know, I was not looking forward to the show. I was very apathetic. I didn't, I was just like, whatever, right? But then as the show actually came on, I was apathetic to the point where I actually got the time wrong. And it wasn't until like 10 minutes before the show where I was like, oh my goodness, it actually comes on now. Oh, I better go and set everything up. So I watched it, and I was thoroughly surprised by how much I actually enjoyed it. We can go through, let me go ahead and pull up my notes. I made sure I made a note of every game that was announced and like the structure of the show, because for me, when it comes to presentations, it's not just what they show, it's like how they show it and what they show during the conference. And that's how I judge my that's how I judge these conferences, all of them. Ever since we started doing this, is based off my personal entertainment level and what I expected from the show. I personally, I don't know. I guess maybe I was in, like I said, I was in the minority. I think because I wasn't expecting this to be some kind of like insane in the membrane kind of showcase, I guess you could say. I know that there were some people who were like, the show needs to have this, 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 and this, and this in order to be successful. I was just like, you look for and what's the word? Oh God, how do I say this? When it comes to expectations, I usually have most of them in check. I feel like I'm very reasonable and objective when it comes to a lot of things. So I figured that the show was going to be a certain way, and it actually exceeded my expectations. So let's start with Starfield. Regardless of what anyone else is saying, they didn't show anything with Starfield. It was a CGI trailer, which I'm perfectly fine with those, but it was a CGI trailer that did not get me any closer to understanding or knowing what this game is about. Therefore, I cannot express any interest or excitement on that level. I can't be like, this looks amazing, because what about it looked amazing? There was nothing. It was some chick walking around the spaceship and then sitting in a chair. That's literally all they showed. But they let us know the tentative release date, which will be November 11th, 2022, which I believe is 11/11/11 was when Skyrim released. I believe that's the case. I don't remember. I remember seeing Skyrim on a billboard when I was on the train going to school. So, college, that is. So I think that's the case. Anyway, after that, they showed Stalker 2. The game looks really good, especially when you go back and look at the 4K version. Gameplay looks like a lot of fun. It reminds me a lot of Metro Exodus. Personally, I'm a little bitch when it comes to scary games. This shit looks scary as hell, so I'm not playing that. But it looks really good. Back for Blood, they showed that, and they let people know that it's going to be on Game Pass, which is awesome because that is a title that I want to play with my buddies. So that's Slow-Mo Taz, Gaming Forte, and Supervillain, and then anyone else who would want to play. So I'll be getting the game on Xbox. Unfortunately, All Day needs to get a fucking Xbox. Like, I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of this. But yeah, I'll be playing that. After that, they showed Contraband. They showed literally nothing with that. They showed more with Contraband than they did with Starfield, in my opinion. So I have no idea what that game's going to be about. In theory, it looks interesting, but since they didn't show anything, it's kind of like, okay, dope. I'm sure we'll learn more about that soon. They showed some Sea of Thieves DLC. I personally have no interest in Sea of Thieves. I played it for 33 minutes. I know I was timing it when I first played, but I played it for 33 minutes when it first came out, and I was just like, you know what, this definitely isn't for me, but there are plenty of people who love the game, even though it's not personally for me. Then they showed that Yakuza Like a Dragon will be coming to Xbox. I think it's in Game Pass too. I don't know. But they showed that, so for people who care about the Japanese titles being on Xbox, there's that. Then they showed some pre-alpha gameplay for Battlefield. It looked really impressive in regards to scope. The character models, maybe not the character models, the character, I guess, fluidity and animation was a little janky, but that's to be expected since it's pre-alpha gameplay. But the scope of the world and the battlefields that you will be on were really quite impressive in regards to the gameplay and the gunplay as well. So that looks like that'll be good, and I'm interested to seeing more of that as time goes on. I might pick it up. I've never really played shooters like that before. I mean, I enjoy the PvP aspect of Destiny 2, but Destiny 2 is the first multiplayer shooter that I've really gotten into. Okay, so moving past that, they showed 12 minutes. This is like the 15th fucking time they've shown this goddamn game. I'm pretty sure they said when it's going to come out, but like I've seen this game at least at 3 showcases. So it's just like, all right, bet, like it's cool that's coming to Game Pass and it's coming out soon. Awesome, good for that. Psychonauts 2, for people who are interested in that, that's coming out. And then Pete Hines came through and let us know that there's going to be a Doom Eternal upgrade with 60 FPS with ray tracing mode. and then the optimal performance mode of 120 FPS, which is really impressive. Doom Eternal already looks absolutely fucking insane on the Xbox Series X, so that's great. Then they showed Fallout 76 news. It's really cool that they are continuing to work on that, especially considering how much they messed up when they initially released the game. Like, it was real bad. But it seems like they're releasing some story DLC, which is awesome. And it's free to players for July 7th. And then they also have this Expeditions, The Pit, which is coming in 2022, which is seems like it's featuring oh man, I've played Fallout 4 extensively, and I cannot remember what that wasteland area is called, where it's like everything is radioactive. But the area, it looks radioactive. It seems kind of like it could have some horror elements to it, so that looks pretty dope. Pete Hines let us know that Elder Scrolls Online is at 18 million players, and that the ESO console is about to console edition will be enhanced. Then they showed party animals. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way I'm playing that shit. There's just no way. But, cute, I guess. Then they showed Hades is coming to Game Pass August 13th, 2021, which is dope. The game has won several awards, and it is very, very, very popular. So good for them. Then they showed Somerville. I, for the life of me, cannot remember what that is. Hold on. Okay. Okay, never mind. I do remember. Okay, then they showed Somerville. I don't really have any feelings about it. It's whatever. Then they showed the Halo Infinite multiplayer. First, they let us know that it's going to be free to play, which is very good. They finally, I think, Xbox Live Gold is free to play now, right? With you don't have to have Gold anymore. I think that's done. I don't know. But it's going to be free to play. It'll at least be gone by the time Halo Infinite comes out. But the multiplayer and story mode are launching together, which is good because there were several rumors stating that that was not going to be the case and that they were going to release the multiplayer version ahead of everything else. So it's good to see that they're launching together. Joseph Statham seemed very confident when it came to all that stuff. Now, Halo Infinite was probably the highlight of the show for me. It looked a lot better than I was expecting. I am not a Halo fan. I liked Halo 5's multiplayer, but only when I was playing with my buddies. Anything is fun with friends, though, but that multiplayer is very impressive. There's so many different modes, and there's so much you can do. I remember there was a period of time where we would just hop on the Xbox and do a bunch of private matches of free-for-all, and we would do different modes. It was a lot of fun. So Halo multiplayer is fun in general. Anyway, but they showed like a little bit of that multiplayer, and then they showed some more multiplayer today. I watched a little bit of that, but I'm going to go back and watch it again in the 4K version because 1080p, I don't know, I guess it's making my eyes bleed now or something. But I was really impressed with what they showed of Halo Infinite because I was not expecting anything at all when it comes to that. I was actually a little bit worried about that because of how badly it showed when they initially presented it. And then they showed Diablo 2 Resurrected. I don't care, but they showed it, and I'm sure people who are interested will have fun with that. Then they showed A Plague's Tale Requiem, which is coming 2022 to Game Pass. That actually looks pretty good, and I might actually check out A Plague's Tale probably on PC and see what that game is about because it seems like it could be interesting in regards to the story. Then they showed Far Cry 6 and let us know that it'll be 4K 60 on the Xbox Series X. You can truly see the character models are super fucking shaky. It's graphically, it does not impress like visually, but the gameplay seems pretty fun. And they showed off some stealth gameplay with the snipers and tanks. You can use a rooster to fight, which is awesome. Then they showed Slime Rancher 2. I have no feelings about Slime Rancher, but I am pretty sure that game is super popular on Xbox, so good for those who are excited for that. And they showed Shredders. I guess I deliberately blocked that out of my mind, but I'm pretty sure that's the snowboarding shit. Then they showed Atomic Heart, which looked like it could be interesting in regards to what you're doing in it. And then Replaced, which I saw all day, was really excited about that. Then they showed the Grounded update. Once again, I have have no interest. I have no interest in Grounded, but it's cool to see that they are continuing to work on these games, especially those games that are doing well in different platforms. Because I'm pretty sure it's Zoom in on PC. They let us know that there's going to be some 15-player lobbies for Among Us, which I think they're going to have to make bigger maps if that's going to work. But whatever. I haven't played Among Us since that faded 2 weeks when I was playing it. It's coming to Game Pass for Xbox, the Xbox, which is great. And then they showed the Ayuden Chronicle. That looked really interesting. So that's something I'm definitely probably going to consider picking up as I think it's coming out 2022 or 2023, one of those years as that comes closer. Then they showed the Ascent, Age of Empires 4, which is coming out in October, the teaser for the Outer Worlds 2, and then Flight Sim is going to be on the Series X and S. Good luck running that fucking game on these consoles is all I gotta say. That shit barely runs well on certain PCs. And then I think I stopped taking notes after that because I was like, okay. I cannot remember what else they showed during the show. I know they had like a long segment for Forza Horizon, and I think that's what they ended on. Hold on, let me grab some water. Philly Spencer, Philly D, my man, came through and he just reminded us that they still have other titles in the works that they didn't show off today or yesterday, which is cool. So overall, I gave the show a 9, mostly because of how it was structured. It was structured extremely well. This is probably the best structured show I have ever seen in regards to this industry. The added points are because Microsoft has clearly listened to our feedback in regards to overhyping and expectations, and then listening to what we want on the show. They did exactly what I would have wanted for a show, and they executed it well. They didn't spend too much time boring me with mindless talk and cringe-worthy performances put on by bands that haven't seen the light of day since 2010, and I appreciate that. They also showed game after game after game after game. People have long since critiqued Microsoft and stated that they have an issue with a lack of diversity in regards to the games that they showcase on their platform. And for this showcase, it's so interesting that showcase can be used in multiple ways. But for this E3, this presentation, they showed off a variety of games for different kinds of gamers. So, if whatever your deal is, I think all of us were able to find something that we could express a little bit of interest in. Oh, and then they showed oh my goodness, what is that new game by Arcane? Hold on, Redfield. I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, Redfall. They showed off Redfall, which is going to be coming out from the team who did Dishonored. It seems like it's a 4-player shooter co-op with you fighting against vampires. No clue what's going on with that, but it looked interesting and had a diverse cast of characters. And look how you can make new games and new characters without race baiting or race swapping. It's insane how that works out. But anyway, overall, I thought it was a really good conference and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, as stated before, I will once again reiterate, the reason why I rated it so high is because as a presentation and as a conference, it is the best that we have ever had in regards to actual presentation. So I'm just talking about how everything was structured. So it was game after game after game after game. It actually got to a point where I was like, damn, can they take a moment to stop and be boring so I can go and grab some food? It was extremely well paced, and there was no point in the show where I was just filled with anger and discontent, which is typically how I rate my feelings whenever I watch any sort of showcase, is how angry I feel and how quickly I get angry, And I didn't get angry at all during this showcase. It's by far the best showcase this entire E3. Every single other conference allegedly has been bad. Now, I can't say that with certainty because I'm pretty sure I watched the Summer Games Fest, which was a fucking mistake. I really regret it. And that's it. I missed the Ubisoft and Gearbox and Devolver Digital conferences because I was getting my hair done. Honestly speaking, the way that was a better way to spend my fucking time. I missed Square Enix's conference because I was on Dealer Gaming's channel and we were doing a recap of the Xbox conference. When I came on Twitter to see what people thought, it seems like I once again take a W for not watching that trash. So thank God. But the consensus seems to be that the Microsoft showcase is the best one for this E3, which honestly, considering how bad everything else has been, I don't even know if that's like a boon. You know, I don't even I mean, like it was bad. Like this E3 was really bad. So anyway, for E3 as a whole, I would probably give E3 as a whole like a 4. I don't know. I kind of want to give it even a 1. I don't know. E3 as a whole, this E3 was just fucking awful. But the Microsoft conference was very, very good. So it gets a 9 for me, even though okay, so then I got some couple of questions on Twitter because I made a post. I'll go ahead and show you guys my post and we can discuss it. I think I'm good on time. I will say hi to people in the chat as well. 1 second, fellas. All right, let me go ahead and say hello to everybody. And then I can get your guys' viewpoints and everything as well. So what's up? Okay, all right. Rodimus, Envy, Sean, Tech, Drav, Gander, Def, Bronze, John, James, Kenneth, Sam, Poles, Rockman, Lionel, Gone Mad, Isaiah, Capono, The Sly Crow, Pong, bro, what's good? Project X Talk, how's it going, buddy? Black and Red Ted, Relic, Jay Harvey, Jeremy, Jemiah, Tyler, Vedger, Jeffrey, Joseph, Jeem, Jeffrey Banks, that is. Raja, I'm doing good. Double M, James E, Meat Puppet, Romy, Meds, Universal Soldier, Kicking the Science, Royal, Brother Royal, what's good? What's up, Taz? Halo 2, Red versus Blue, what's good? Aloy, Assassin Lupa, what's good, Queen? What's up, Wooly? What's up, The Game Filter? What's up, Way Johnson? Noel, how's it going? Brandon, it's always good to see you, Brandon. Always good to see all of you. What's up, guys? Sorry I was not paying attention to the chat. I wanted to make sure I got all my thoughts out before taking a look at it. But, yeah, so I posted on Twitter my viewpoint on the conference. I got not too much backlash, but a little bit of people being like, why did you rate it so high? First of all, my opinion is my opinion, and I feel like I explained relatively well why I rated it as high as I did. I am at this point where I'm willing to give people the benefit of the doubt. No, I'm not. I'm actually not willing to do that. I know why some people rated it low, therefore I don't really care about their opinion. I mean, I don't really care about people's opinions in general when it comes to things that I enjoy. I don't let other people's opinions influence mine, personally speaking, but I can respect everyone else's opinion because I also don't really care to disrespect them. You know, I don't care. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this post and see everyone else's viewpoints as well. I also posted on my channel what I asked people what they thought. Okay. What's up, Foxy? What's up, babe? What's up, lightning uppercuts? What's good? Okay. Oh, okay, Envy. Good for you, King. Finally. All right. So I said, wow, what a show. 9 out of 10 for amazing pacing, minimal talking, and showing game after game after game. All of different genres for people with different tastes. Great job. Xbox buying ZeniMax was the smartest thing they could have done, which honestly it was, because if they did not have ZeniMax, like, oh my goodness. Anyway, so Darf gave it a 5 out of 10. He's a pony, so I was just like, whatever. Tom gave it a 7. Brandon gave it a 10. Spencer's Scarlet Arises gave it a 7. All right. Wazza said they gave it a high score. Papa Smurf gave it a 9. Ratchet and Clankier didn't give it a score. Lifer says is taking shots at the Pony Boys. Let's see here. Joe Dude says, I gotta respect them as a PlayStation guy. That's how you put on a show. I was bored at the beginning, but it ramped up and I liked a lot of what I saw. I wish I liked racing games because Forza looks incredible. Yeah. I wish I liked racing games too, but too many car accidents has freaked me out to the point where I can't play racing games, so whatever. Tronergy says it was a good conference, but he didn't like that it didn't end with Halo. Platinum says there's too much CGI. There's no reason to buy an Xbox. Hades is on PlayStation, and Xbox was the best thing about it. The Great Green says it was a great showcase. The pacing was on point, and Forza blew his mind. Jay's making fun of me. Redfall came out of nowhere, so playing it day one. That's what Michael said. Frankel says it's a 7. Dak gives it a 6. Sierra has this nice gif. Setsuna says 8. Michael says 7. England gives it a 6.5. We Believe in Generations. Sigma gave it didn't give it a score. They just said that they wish they had showed Fable and Perfect Dark. Aaron says it was super exciting. Sin says the show was lit. 10 out of 10 for him. England's like, there was nothing good about it. 6.5. I wish you guys wouldn't do this. You already gave your viewpoint, so you didn't have to go and start going back and forth with other people. Let people just enjoy themselves, and then you can be negative over there. Alex says you thought it was great. There was nothing that they showed. Most of these games are coming to PS5. So L in my book. And then I was like, well, it's a good thing we're two different people with different opinions. And he was just like, yeah, you're right. And then, my shout out to Will, New Bloods. He was like, listen, motherfucker, that is her opinion. Okay. And Alex was like, okay, well, this is mine. Relax. I'm like, all right. Rodimus says it was amazing. He's happy that he bought his Series X. The Gaming Deacon gave it a 6. Hardcore Metal gave it a 5 out of 10. That's the homie, though. So I was just like, damn, I thought you would score it even lower, to be honest, big dog. Saber was asking me if I was being sarcastic, and then he listed why he gave it a 2. And I was like, he's like, aren't these showcases why people should buy these machines and get hyped for the software these publishers put out? I don't see how they accomplished with the multi-plat time exclusive CGI trailers for game reveals years ago. I gave it a 2. And I said, I think it depends on each person. Myself, I'm very apathetic about gaming, but as a conference and a presentation, it was really good. It's kind of like how, even though I personally would I just wanted to strangle Jeff Keighley because of that Summer Games Fest, I was able to acknowledge certain things about it that were good, like the fact that he was able to get celebrities on, which is good for him and his career. And then the fact that he was able to be the one to show off Elden Ring, which is very good for him. It actually adds more credence to and more weight to his shows. Personally speaking, I will never watch a Summer Games Fest ever again. That shit had me wanted. Okay. So Demetrian agrees with me with my score. So does Stone King X. Okay, and then Old Man Plays Games says, how do you figure they cover people's taste? Please point me to the AAA exclusive that was not in first person. Why do they keep making games in first person then show mostly third person CGI scenes? Because even they know first person angle is not that enticing. And I was like, well, I didn't say anything about AAA exclusives. I said there was games of different genres covering different tastes. Like Stalker 2 is a different game from Age of Empires, which is very true. And Slime Rancher is different from Replace. Rewatch the show. The homie's like, what's up with this opinion? Albert says it's a 7 out of 10. I think they're making fun of me here. And then Cad says it was a mediocre show, gives it a C. And then James gave it a B. So, cool. Everyone's viewpoint is good, in my opinion. Oh, shout out to my girl, Lupa, for becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate you, queen. Thank you very much. Okay. And then I made a post in my community tab, and we're going to take a look at that. Man, sometimes I just think about jumping off the. Okay. Anyway, let me just go ahead and stop sharing. Then we're going to share again. Thank you. All right. So I put in my community tab. I asked people, what score are you guys giving the showcase? Meat Puppet gave it a 9. Bunty took a shot at PlayStation. Sam gave it an 8.5 for Forza Horizon 5, Plague's Tale 2, Contraband. Little Furnace gave it an 8 out of 10 for the strongest showing this year, saying that they are exclusively a PlayStation gamer, but Microsoft is branching out in much more interesting ways at the moment, in their opinion, putting a lot of focus in things like Redfall, Atomic Heart, Psychonauts 2, and even indies like Somerville is much more interesting to them. Plus, while they love to own games, if I really enjoy them, buying individual games at $60 a pop is pricing me out of buying. So a subscription is much more appetizing, and PS Now is absolutely weak compared to Game Pass. I still think the AAA industry as a whole is somewhat boring. Can't say I disagree with that. And I have no interest at all in FPSs or JRPGs or racing games, which strike me as empty pope of the gaming world. Something Microsoft is much more prone to than Sony. But the ease of access and willingness to experiment is very nearly making a Microsoft convert out of me. Rationally, I know that the prices are being artificially raised for the express purpose of selling subscriptions. Damn, okay, you zooming over here. And I also will eventually and it will also okay, Jesus, can I read? I also know that Microsoft is dominating at the moment because they are spewing out money to corner the industry, which will eventually stifle all creativity, the way Disney owning so much to stifle creativity in movies and TV shows, and is why I am still reluctant about Xbox, which is perfectly understandable. But honestly, there aren't many other options. Yeah, great insight there. Gunner gives it a 7. Dave gives it a 7. Zero gives it an 8. Mr. Solo Dolo gives it a 10. Proto gives it an 8. Bit gives it a 10. Dave gives it a 7.5. Hans gives it a 7. Copyleft gives it a 7. Titan Slayer gives it a 7. Universal Soldier gives it a 9. Stead gives it an 8. Lobo gives it an 8. That's surprising. Keop gives it an 8. Bilius gives it a 9. Bunty gives it a 9.5. Gone Mad gives it a 9.8. Lou gives it a 9. JWE gives it a 7. Philly gives it a 9. Fantastic did not give it a score. Tashawn gives it a 9.0. Brennan gives it a 10. Aeolus gives it a 6.5. Now, I was a little taken aback by this because he said they spent too much time on Flight Sim, Fallout 76, and Sea of Thieves. They showed Flight Sim for 2 minutes and Sea of Thieves for like 4 to 5. So I was like, okay, I don't know about, I don't know, maybe time just seemed to go on for longer for Aeolus because he wasn't interested in those games. Let me tell you, I can understand that. But Aaron gives it a 3. Aaron is a hardcore pony though, so I expect nothing else from him. And then the Lonesome Drifter says the PS5 is Goku and then Xbox is Krillin, which I find particularly humorous. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the viewpoints of all of my people, which I thank you so much for offering your perspective, guys. I do appreciate it. And for those who enjoyed it, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And for those who didn't, maybe next E3 will be better for you. But honestly speaking, it probably fucking won't. Like at this point, at this point, you know, what do we expect, right? What's up, Smiley Police? How's it going, buddy? So, all right. Anyway, what's up, the Sly Crow? What's up, guys? Gregor says, I give it a 6 since so much of the games have already had gameplay out for a while now. It could have been cut in half. Completely understandable. Let me tell you, I am so happy they didn't show Scorn. I am so sick and tired of seeing that goddamn game at all of these fucking conferences. That shit is disgusting, and I never want to see it again. Also, that is a PC game that they're just bringing to the console. And you know what? I wish they weren't. Mostly just because it disgusts me. But, you know, happy for the people who enjoy it, I guess. Whatever. Anyway. This shit is sickening, bro. Yeah, all right, let's get your scores, guys, in the cheat. So, Jemai gives it a 7. Spencer gives it a 7. Wooly gives it an 8.5. Enrique gave it a 7. Saitama gave it a 6. Emo. Ooh, almost got me slipping. Emo gave it a 10. The Slight Crow gives it a 6.5. Envy gives it a 6. Skull Kid gives it a 9. Skywalker gives it a 9. McCain gives it a 5. Sam gave it an 8.5. Replicant gives it an 8. Aloy gives it a 5. John, I hope I'm saying your name. John gives it a 9. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Okay. Lupa gives it a 10. Eric gives it a 9. Royal give it an 8. Joseph Jean gave it a 10. Vedra gave it a 7. Hello, Blue Rhizome. What's okay? Scorn is disgusting, but Wade Johnson gave it a 10. Tony gave it a 9. Halo 2 Red and View gave it an 8.5. Jorenza gave it a 9. Judah 9. Graham gave it an 8. Bronze 9. General Spartan gave it a 9. Lionel gave it a 2. Kevin gave it a 7.5. Jeffrey gave it a 7. 9 for John Luke Williams, and then 10 for Pong. All right, so overall, I was very impressed with the showcase, and I'm happy with it. And we'll see what else the year has to bring. But honestly, I don't know. All of my excitement has been sucked out of me, because of how shady and shaky these corporations have been over the last couple of years. Like, they have really just drained the life out of me. And though I found the presentation really good and I was very impressed by it, as it stands right now, when it comes to my excitement as a gamer, it's just like non-existent. Far Cry 6 is probably like looks really good. Oh, and then Elden Ring looks amazing. But I the first thing I thought when I saw Elden Ring was like, this could be Dark Souls 4. Like, it's not impressive graphically at all, but it does look like it'll be fun. So I will be picking that up the day that it comes out, and not a pre-order sooner, because ain't no fucking way. Like, I'm never pre-ordering a game ever again. So Aegis gives it an 8. John gives it an 8.9. Rhodey gives it an 8.5. What's up, Magnificent Black? Vedra gives it a 1. Let's see here. Lupa says they're showing more on the 17th, which is good to know. So yeah, that's my those are my thoughts, guys. Jeffrey says, if the rest of the showcases were better, would the scores be lower? I don't know about for anyone else, but the score for me is just going to stay a 9, even if the other showcases were better. Mostly because I think this Xbox E3 showcase was the best like E3 showcase ever in regards to like pacing and everything. And that includes like other E3s. It's especially better than 2018. And I think it's better than their 2017 presentation as well. So Sycamore gave it a 4. Kenny gives it a 9. So anyway, that's all. That's it for me, guys. I hope you have a nice, wonderful rest of your day. What's for lunch, Luca? I will just I'm gonna have a sandwich on my break. I'm not really hungry, so I'll catch you guys later. You have a nice evening, and or evening. What the fuck? It is 11 o'clock. You guys have a nice day, and I will catch y'all for another one. Peace.